What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's doing well. This is a very late upload. It's literally 4 a.m. here in the UK, and we're going to dive straight into things. Before I start, I did do a live stream earlier, and in the live stream I was talking about divergence. I just want to highlight this to us right now. So on dollar, you can see that we have a lower low that was made. Excuse me. And then on GBP, you can see that we had a lower high that was made. And this is where we're seeing divergence, because on euro, and I'll get there now, you can see that we made a higher high. So euro and dollar are in tandem right now, as in euro's made a higher high whilst dollar made a lower low. However, pound's the only one which is out of tandem because it made this low low, and this is suggestive of this seeing divergence like this at this point and turning point in the market is typically the market tipping its hand to us and is supportive of our bias. So I do like to see this kind of thing, and it'll be interesting to see how this week plays out, because I do expect and anticipate us to have quite an expansive week this week. We have high impact news every single day this week, by the way. Let me get the news up. So here's the high impact news, and you can see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday we have high impact news all week. So I'm expecting quite a lot of expansion. Ideally we get a classic week, and I'll talk more on that as we get into the charts, but that's just something to take note of. Like Monday we don't have any kind of high impact news, so that means Tuesday I'd like to think that we can see the low of dollar be made, and then I'd like to see expansion. So I'm anticipating an up close candle, basically, is what I'm saying. And yeah, we'll dive straight into the charts now. So let's get rid of this, and you can see that we've grabbed sell stops now below here. So sell side liquidity has been accumulated, so to speak. And then I'm expecting an expansion to the upside, and I'm looking at this large wick mainly. So I'm looking for us to trade up into this buy side liquidity pool up here. And I'd want to see us start to work our way into this wick, more specifically the 50% level of that wick. So I'm going to get that delineated as consequent encroachment of a weekly wick. But other than that, I would like to see buy side get traded too. Now, obviously, we have to anticipate some kind of low be created. Now, I'm looking at this. Obviously, I'm looking at, well, pretty obviously, I'm looking at this large wick, but more so, I'm looking at the wick before it. So this range, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to treat this like a bullish order block. And the reason for that is because we traded here once, we traded through it again twice. So this range, as far as I'm concerned, should act as like a fair value gap and a inversion fair value gap, in that it should provide a level of support. And on the back of that, that now means that when we trade down into it, and I'll make this black for now, the lowest I'd want to see price trade is ideally the 50% level, because I'd like to think that price will be able to create the low with inside of there, and then it uses this range almost as a launch pad to then send price higher into these highs. Now this buy side liquidity pool might be a bit of a ambitious target, so don't hold me to that for now. But that's where I'm looking for price to draw up towards. Obviously, we've got these highs, and so I'm going to drop down to the low time frames. We'll go to the daily. Oh, let me just make sure these are translated, and then you can start to see this range. And what I want to draw attention to is this wick right here. I do believe that we're going to get what we call an immediate rebalance. So it'd be nice to see if maybe on Monday or Tuesday we trade down into this wick. So I'll be paying very close attention to this wick, specifically this daily wick, because like I said, I want to see what we call an immediate rebalance. Now, this is a concept taught by ICT. I'll talk more on it if we do witness it this week. But I'll be looking at this wick specifically. I'm not going to split up this wick just because I'm not sure. But as price trades down into here, I'd be looking for the low of the week to be made within that range, and I want to see us leave it, and then, like I said, start running up towards our buy side target up here. But obviously, first we have these highs here, and obviously here to get through first. But generally speaking, I'm looking for us to create the low maybe on Monday or Tuesday during a London session, and then I'd like to see prices continue to trade on higher. So pretty simple in terms of my expectations. But yeah, I'm just looking for price to return back to this range so that I can start looking for longs, and then after that I'd want to start targeting, for example, this high right here for buy side liquidity. And then after that it'd be here. But yeah, definitely looking for some kind of low. So that's going to be everything on dollar. We're going to keep it pretty simple for now. I think after Monday, price will loosen up a little bit. I reckon I wouldn't be surprised if they just held price during Monday, just consolidated it, maybe dropped it on Tuesday, just because, you know, we've got high impact news from Tuesday onwards. So Monday they might just do a little bit of nothing in terms of just keep it pretty close ranged. But generally speaking, I'm looking for us to trade into this range, and inside here is where I want to be looking for longs on dollar. Well, now on GBP USD, I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet. We'll go to the weekly, and you can see that GBP is obviously much more weak, but similarly I'm looking for a rebalance. So I'll be looking at the 2 weeks ago's wick, which is here. I'm looking for us to trade up into here to create some kind of high, and that's where I'd want to be looking for shorts with the expectation for us to then trade lower and start running out potential lows. Now obviously our first target is going to be consequent encroachment. If we can hit this, then obviously we can, well, not obviously, but once we know we can hit the consequent encroachment, then and only then would I be comfortable to start thinking about this as a sell side liquidity target. But generally speaking, I'm looking for us to trade up to here to create the high. Let's go to the daily, and you'll see that range still remains the same, still matches up with a wick. Kind of a breaker here, high, low, high, high, although it's not like an official breaker, but it's still a significant swing low. So if price could tap into that, that'd be really nice. I'm going to draw that out just for reference sake. Go down to the 4 hour, beautiful displacement to the downside, but again, I'm looking for us to rally into this range to then look for shorts for us to roll over, to hit that consequent encroachment level and potentially run out these lows this week. And then on the 1 hour, again, same thing, just looking for us to trade back and get some kind of retracement into the range so that we can trade lower. So pretty simple is what I'm expecting a pretty simple week in terms of us creating the high and then expanding to the downside. And we'll finish up on Euro USD. And again, you can already guess it's going to be pretty much the same thing, except you can see that there's no previous wick for us to trade into. So that means we need to refer to the actual large wick that we have right here, and look at the 25% level. I'm happy for us to create the high maybe around there. And if we go down to the 4 hour, I'll be looking for us to ideally rally above it, this high right here, trade up into this range. There's nothing, let me see if there's anything on the daily. I don't think there is. Yeah, I mean, we have an inversion fair value gap right here, this low to this high. If we drag that through, price can tap into that range, but generally speaking, I'm looking at this wick, similar to how I was looking at the other ones. And you know, it seems very specific right now, but it is specific. But what I'm saying is that this is going to be the premium for me for this week. So when price is in here, this is where I'll be looking for short setups with the expectation that we're going to expand lower and run into potential lows. Go to the 1 hour, and you'll see that range. Again, once we're up in this range, I'm looking for shorting opportunities. What we can do is we can actually split this up into quarters, similarly to what we've been doing. And then, you know, that will help us that will give us an idea as to where specifically we want to look for shorts. And it would be ideally the 50% level. The deeper in here we can get, ideally it doesn't go above the 50% level. If we stay below this, that would be very indicative of lower pricing. If we only get to the 25% level, that would be, you know, ideal, because it shows weakness. So as soon as price trades into this range, I'll be looking for shorts anyway. Any higher than the 50% level, I don't think I want to be involved. I just think it'll be a bit much, especially with how large the range is. So I'm just looking for us to tap up to that 50% level at the most, 25% ideal, 25% level ideally, and then again, I'm looking for shorts with the expectation to run these lows out. So pretty simple. That's going to be everything, guys. Hopefully we'll have more insight tomorrow. I am actually on holiday from Tuesday this week, so tomorrow will be my last video for the week, but I will be active in the Discord. And yeah, don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, join the mailing list, join the Discord, all the links in the description, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.